Hi, Ben from MTB here, and I'm going to run you through some of the things that I like on the Shingleback series of rear-mounted racks. We've got the classic one here. I'm actually using it on a dolly. I like to use the dolly to help get the racks around. They're quite heavy, especially for one person, and depending on the model, it really does help. Another really good feature about things like the dolly is that you can hold the racks up in a stable position, and we're actually going to use it to wash an e-bike. So one of the great features of the Shingleback racks is that we have the ability to move these pins on varying models, and you can tilt it down. So e-bikes are reasonably heavy, so you just pop this out, and then we'll drop this down. Try and get the little squirt bottle out of the way. And then we're just going to wheel our e-bike onto here like this. Once it's sitting in the cradle, you don't always need to use the tie downs to do it, and you can just secure him in there and up he goes. Just a little tip, don't let go of it straight away, because sometimes depending on the angle you're on, it might try and tip back with the weight. So pop the pin back in there, we're ready to start cleaning. And having the dolly means you can move it anywhere you really want. So if you want to do it on the grass and capture all your water, which is a really smart thing to do, especially here in Australia, it's making that sort of thing quite easy. There we go. All right, so we've gotten out a nice tub. Haven't had to bend over or anything like that, which has been really good. I like to use this as a little stand to clip everything onto, keep it out of the way. And being an e-bike means you don't have to pick it up and all that sort of stuff. So a lot of e-bikes are around that sort of 20 odd kilo range for full power one. And yeah, so that's done. Again, being careful when you remove the pin, put it somewhere where it's easy to get to, and slowly lower the stand down like you would if it was on the back of the car. And easy done. So the model that we used to wash that e-bike here is the Classic. It's the one that Shingleback's probably most known for, and has sort of got quite a few in the market. This is a bit of an updated version of it. Has the ability to pivot these wheel holders here that the original one didn't have. Means you can stack them a little bit nicer. It doesn't have all the features that some of the other models have, like the Shingleback and the Pro. Uses a regular split pin and bolt here, and doesn't have the wheel catching cutaways here. It has straight up and down wheel holders like the original one did, which does mean with these slightly thinner tubes, it is very difficult to put a road or a gravel bike in here. So it is very much mountain bike specific. There is a BMX adapter that fills the void here for the wheelbase of a smaller bike. But again, if you're going for something that you want to have the weight of e-bikes or versatility of many different wheel sizes, then you probably want to look at one of the other models in the range. But bang for buck, super sturdy. The Classic's still great rack. Here we've got the Shingleback Pro, the top of the line version here. There's so many different little features, cool little things. So something that you can do when you're at the trailhead, getting changed and that sort of thing, and need to get in the back of your car. Although you do have the ability with the quick pin to sort of just use your feet and unload your bikes like this and still get into your boot. What you can also do is remove the split pin, drop the bolt out, lower your rack all the way to the ground like this, bring them back in here like this, and you've got a bike stand. One of the good things about the Pro and the other Shingleback rack is that you don't have that panic of having to get the bolt in, because you do have this locking. See, it's even moving the dolly around because it's so stiff. So it allows me time to then put the quick release pin back in and the bolt I took out before to lie the rack on the ground. All by myself. So with the Pro, you have the ability to add quite a variety of bikes. That includes road bikes, gravel bikes, mountain bikes, BMXs with the 20-inch adapter. I've got the roadie insert in here that allows us to put a road bike in here. The thinner tires and stuff makes that a little bit more difficult. You might see people using pool noodles and things like that. That's not very secure and very safe. Because it's nice and light, don't really need to tilt the rack. So you can just pick it up, slide in there like that, pop out the little toggle, and because it's filling that void, makes it nice and easy. It's very secure. See it locking in. There we go. Trying to jam my finger. And same here. So you mount it just like all the other ones. You just got a little reducer there. So what we're also going to do is, while we've still got it set up like this, we've already got the quick release pin out. We're going to drop it down and come around here. We'll put a gravel bike in here. This has got 50mm tires. So again, that's pretty light. Nice and easy to get in there. Same sort of deal. These straps are super stretchy, so it does make it quite easy, especially when ones like this, they've got big tires and big deep rims. Now while we've got the rack down here, I'll come in from out of shot and I'll bring in an e-bike. Again, makes things a little bit easier, being down low, tip it in there. So this is rated to be able to carry a full complement of e-bikes. So we've got a couple of bikes on here. I tilted it down to get the e-bike on a lot easier, same way we would on the car. Now, because the dolly is not the same sort of weight as a car, I'm going to stand back here, and because I've got that locking mechanism, I can just pull, I can just pull the whole thing up with one arm and it's locked in. So that's very secure. And you've probably got, you know, once you include the rack and everything like that, you've probably got about 60 kilos right there. So, and it's all balanced, everything like that. It's locked in secure, and I haven't even put a pin in yet. Here we go, we've got the last of our Shingleback bike rack test fleet here. This is what's called the regular Shingleback. It incorporates the beautiful wheel holders from the Pro that you can still slide them in and out, so you can stagger everything. You put the roadie mounts in there so you can fit any sort of bike on there. You've got these cutouts that sort of land your wheel in there nice and easy. Probably the big takeaway is that it is e-bike rated, so you can load this all up with e-bikes and everything like that. But the biggest selling point of this one, like its big brother, the Pro, is a quick release pin here. This is all one hand, and you can just use a foot release, and it comes down, and using the bolt that's on the ground there, you can stop it anywhere you want along the way, and you can sort of just not have to panic to get it back up, because this clip here locks it in place, and you can just slide in there, get the pin in, nice and easy. If you've got kids running around, or you've got a full group of friends here and you're all the one stuck loading everything, you can do it all by hand, fully loaded up, and you're not stressed and everything's safe. Check out the full review in issue 215 of the print version of AMB, and online, our website and our Instagram.